We're out here on a very autumnal evening. It is the beginning of October here. It's been very cold. We're actually going to have a very nice warm weekend. But just thought I would show you a beautiful persimmon tree. It's actually gotten to a really good size now. It's the first tree that I decided to plant here. We moved in 2018. I always wanted a persimmon tree, and I got a little one, I put him here, and he just slowly grew. And every year I would check for fruits, hoping that we'd get some, but that never actually happened until this spring. This May, they always come out a bit later than all the other fruit trees and everything, which is a good thing because then you can miss any late frosts. In May, I suddenly saw a bunch of flower buds, which looked so promising, and I was really excited. And then we went into June, and we had a completely dry, really hot month. It was really hot for us. It got to be about 30 degrees Celsius, which is really hot for June. And we didn't have any rain at all that whole month. And I was trying to save on water because my water butts ran dry really quickly. So I didn't water it at all. I was such an idiot. And all the flower buds dried up. And it could have been for other reasons, because I would have thought that if it was because of lack of water, maybe a few of them would have survived, but there were none at all that survived. I didn't see a single flower bloom. They actually shriveled up. I saw them shriveled up. So that was really sad. But I've got this beautiful, really big tree here. I mean, a bit about them. It's a Fuyu Persimmon, so it's a Japanese persimmon. It's meant to be self-fertile. So it's also supposed to be able to fruit now, for sure. It is really large. It's taller than me. It's quite tall, actually. I think what I want to do this summer, or this winter I should say, is I want to give it a bit of a prune and sort of open it up a bit. I've been reading up about it, and they're saying that it's a good idea to chop it back a bit. Now that it's gotten so tall, I want to be able to pick the fruit. And look at these beautiful leaves. They're so beautiful. I mean, it's a really attractive tree in general. But yeah, I'm going to give it a good prune. It just needs more light penetrating in there as well, if he does ever get any fruit. Sometimes you can't see the fruit until they start turning orange and all the leaves drop off. Then you have like a bare tree with a bunch of orange little balls on it hanging from it. So pretty, so ornamental, and so delicious. The fruits are so amazing. I always love persimmons. And this one, of course, the Fuyu, is the same thing. It's also known as a Sharon fruit tree. So they're the kind of persimmons that aren't astringent. You can just eat them like apples, sort of, you know, as you do, bite into them. I like them when they're a bit crispy, or crunchy. I shouldn't say crispy about fruits. But yeah, I really like these. So I'm really hoping that with a good prune this winter, while it's dormant, and I don't want too much food either, so I won't feed it at all, actually, because that might also make it not fruit. I don't know. I'm just going to try and see what I can do. Just see what happens. And cross my fingers that we'll have some wonderful persimmons next year. I would love to get some other little bits of persimmon trees, other kinds, and graft them onto this one. At the moment, it's really hard to get any other persimmon trees here in the UK. I don't even know how easy it is to get Fuyu ones like this one. So have to make do with it. I do love it. I just wish it would fruit. So we'll see what happens. But I thought it'd be fun to show it to you. You can see, you know, it's a 5-year-old tree. It's obviously older than that, because when I got it, it was probably about 2 years old or something, thereabouts. And usually Asian persimmon trees can take about 8 years or so to start fruiting. So maybe it's not actually that delayed. Maybe it's just me who's being really impatient. And also, of course, the fact that I forgot to water it when it was actually budding up with some lovely fruit buds is really my mistake, so my fault completely. So hopefully we'll have better things next year. But it's nice to see it grow so well, and I'm looking forward to pruning it now that I've read up so much about it. Hopefully it'll work well, and we'll see how it goes for next year.